Okay, so what's up, Dayton Bulldogs with another video, and today we are going to be doing a reaction to the brand new Food Theory video. This one is Food Theory. I just made a new Taco Bell item. So without further ado, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Tell us what you want us to react to next. Also hit that bell icon so you get notified whenever we upload, post, and go live on Dayton Bulldogs. Go look at our videos. Come back to this video, like and comment on our other videos, including this video. Also let it be known in the comments down below if you're on here or not. And also, hope you enjoyed the reaction, and that's no cap. So without further ado, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Today, I'm making Taco Bell's newest menu item. Yeah, you heard that right. I'm not recreating. I'm creating from scratch new items that could and should go on Taco Bell menus nationwide. And I'm not going to be doing it alone. I'm going to be joined by Ben and Mike from Sorted Food, and we're going to have a panel of judges standing in the way between our items and Taco Bell menus. Hello, Internet. Welcome to Food Theory, the only show that's always on the menu. Speaking of menus,
we both love when they do make these types of episodes.
Yeah.
I already can tell this will be good.
Yeah, me too.
I've always wanted to get one of my creations on one. And I have tried everything, from food challenges, to offering to wash dishes, to offering up my services as a one-man interpretive dance troupe. So far, no success. But today, all of that might change. You see, Taco Bell, the GOAT of fast food, don't at me, recently challenged fans to remix and remaster their ingredients to create their own Taco Bell menu hacks. But with a twist. If their creation was good enough, there was a chance Taco Bell would actually add some of these fan creations to their menus. And hearing there's a chance is all the motivation I needed to head into my kitchen and start cooking up some ideas. However, after trying and failing to get on the Burger King menu last time, I needed to call in some backup. And since, I definitely need help in this endeavor, then you're gonna be joining me, and you're gonna be my...
Walmart Plus. It's the membership that saves you time plus money, with benefits like free delivery, which frees up your whole afternoon. Thank you, free delivery. Plus, Walmart Plus members save...
And since, I definitely need help in this endeavor, then you're gonna be joining me, and you're gonna be my... Oh my god, you're gonna be my sous chef.
Sous chef I can do. Expert at Taco Bell, I cannot.
I'm gonna give you a little crash course into Taco Bell in just a minute. But before we do that, let me explain the rules of how this little experience is gonna go. Ben, a professional chef, and I, a certified septuple threat, will be trying our hands at creating 3 Taco Bell worthy items. A taco, a burrito, and a side. We're then gonna serve our creations alongside actual Taco Bell items and see if our panel of wonderful Judge and Tom can suss out our fake. If we succeed in tricking their taste buds, then that means our item is worthy of being submitted to TB. That's what the cool kids are calling it. And it'll be up to them to make the right decision. With Ben on my side, I was confident we could make the perfect dish to fool these dopes. There was just one problem. Am I correct in saying that you've never really had Taco Bell?
Well, we have done one video on the channel where we took a Taco Bell order and upscaled it, turned it into a gourmet dish, but I was not involved in that. So to this day, I have never eaten Taco Bell to my knowledge.
I thought Tom was the only Brit who could disappoint me like that. Well, we can't let this stand. Time to give Ben a crash course on Taco Bell. Okay, so what we have in front of us are only some of the items that they'll be tasting later, but it's kind of a, Hall of Fame.
A sample.
Exactly, a Hall of Fame, all the greatest hits of Taco Bell, if you will. And lately, I've been thinking of my own greatest hits. Literally. I mean, physical hits my body has taken. I've been in my actually commit to self-care but not just say that I will era. And thanks to today's sponsor, ZocDoc, it's easier than ever before. See, I was a student athlete and amateur idiot for most of my life. I've broken more bones than I care to count, never stretched, and my diet, well, it's been mostly good, except for the fact that I now, for professional reasons, have to eat Taco Bell's entire menu in one sitting. I love my job. My stomach, not so much sometimes. It was all fine and dandy when I was in my teens and early 20s, but now that I'm in my 10th anniversary of my 21st birthday, I need to start trying to actually treat myself. And that's where ZocDoc comes in. If you don't know ZocDoc, they're a free website that helps you search and compare high-quality doctors for your needs. Whatever those needs may be, whether it's your eyes, your bones, your face, well, no, nothing can cure that. ZocDoc can help you find the right in-network doctor for you and book your appointment. ZocDoc makes it easy to book in-network appointments with more than 100,000 healthcare providers. With ZocDoc, you can filter for doctors by specialties and see reviews by verified patients so you can choose your best, most convenient care for you. You can even filter by who takes your insurance or how far away from you they are. When you found the doctor you need, you can see their actual appointment openings, choose a time that works for you, and instantly book a visit with just a few clicks. Plus, ZocDoc helps you get appointments fast, typically within just 24 to 72 hours of booking. And you can even score same-day appointments. Best part is, it's all online. You don't have to call and stay on hold for hours only to accidentally hang up when that stupid elevator music finally stops. That was me before ZocDoc. So don't let your body get crickety-crackety like me.
Well, yeah, that's true. Did you always play elevator music?
Go to ZocDoc.com/TheFoodTheorist or click the link in the description to find a top-rated doctor today. Thank you so much to ZocDoc for sponsoring us. Now let's bell this taco. Whatever that means. I can't explain why, but for some reason, I was super nervous watching Ben dissect and critique one of my favorite restaurants, as if I was the one making these dishes. And he certainly didn't hold back.
We're just kind of observing what we can learn from this. It's kind of
Structural integrity is not it.
It's stuck. You know, there's nothing falling out. It's not the most generous in terms of filling. At the moment, quite rubbery as a bread encasing, as opposed to perhaps crisp or floury or fluffy.
Exactly.
But hey, cheers.
As we sampled this amuse-bouche of Taco Bell goodness, we started to pick up on some tips we could use to really pull the wool over Tom and Mike's eyes. There's just enough of every ingredient so that you know it's there, but not an overabundance of anything.
And that is key when we're talking about pricing.
I see a lot of creators, when they try and recreate menu items, they tend to overstuff it. They try and make it an actual portion of food, right? And that's not what we want. We don't want real portions of food. So moving on to the burritos. Now, the burritos are an interesting thing because they are
I always judge a
more.
burrito on its density, on its weight. If it feels like a small child,
this were a child,
the fact that it holds its form like that is worth remembering. The first one, we've got some actual colour on.
Yeah.
Like all of these are, I'm going to use the word insipid.
100%.
This one though.
This is how to filter water using cattails. The simplest way is by using the cattail to block the opening of a container and pouring creek water into it. The process takes a little longer than other filtration methods, but the water will be free of sediment. You'll still need to boil
100%.
This one though, different.
Yeah, no, I just finished looking up insipid. I agree. But as we dove mouth first into those insipid burritos, some cracks started to form. Oh, wow. That is dry.
Yeah, so a lagoon to draw out the moisture.
Yeah, wow. I can't, my mouth won't open all the way anymore. It's very
What's important to realise when we make ours is you had the dry end and I had all the sauce at my end. So it doesn't have to be equally distributed.
Exactly, and one thing to keep in mind to that point is usually behind the scenes, they usually have a kind of sour cream / sauce gun. It looks like a caulk gun. What did he say? C-A-U-L-K. All right, get your mind out of the gutter.
I think the ergonomics of creating fast food is a fascinating subject in itself. We did an entire episode reviewing fast food kitchen gadgets, so the kind of gadgets they use in the kitchens to basically make sure you get consistency and efficiency and all that. And even just the sauce guns, the squeeze, it gives you exactly the right dosage of splatter of condiment works every time.
But after trying our tongues at some tacos and burritos, it was time to finally show Ben Taco Bell's interesting sides, which for some reason include both sweet and savory items. Yeah, I don't know. These are their kind of infamous nacho fries. Nice and wilty.
I was going to say a fluffy middle, but it's not. It's a wet middle. I don't know how they've done that.
The interesting thing to note here is that they're not all uniform. You have small bits, you have thick bits, you have thin bits, you have some that have rich seasoning, others that don't, which can play into our favor.
My overall thinking, I've had the great fortune of eating some phenomenal food in Texas. In fact, the Michelin Guide have just, celebrated Michelin stars all around the state. I've had the very great fortune of spending a couple of weeks eating phenomenal food in Mexico. So I have had Texan and Mexican food, and now I've had this.
I was wondering where you were going with this. Michelin recommended here is what he's saying.
That's not what I was saying. But hey, like all fast food, it serves a purpose and it hits a spot. And I think that's what's key. Can we hit that same spot?
Oh, and in case you're wondering, Ben and I's favorites ended up being the cinnamon twist. And the surprise hit, the limited time Cantina chicken taco. They should really keep that around. But the fact that Taco Bell is breaking into the chicken game might prove to be the perfect decoy to throw Mike and Tom off our scent. Regardless, now that our palates are fully insipid, it's time to start planning. So menu item number 1, our taco item, we're actually going to model after an LA street taco. Very few ingredients, it's all about kind of the perfection and simplicity. So we've dubbed this the Sweet Heat Street Taco.
Nice.
Everybody likes some rhyming.
That'll sell.
Right? It's catchy. And the ingredients that are going to go into this are a carne asada, which, again, very typical. Not something you often see on Taco Bell menu items, but they have done limited items before.
They use a lot of minced beef, right?
Exactly.
A cheaper option, high margin.
And cost is actually going to be a big factor for our experiment today. Remember, the goal is to actually get Taco Bell to add our items to the menu. So we need to make sure that our creations stay within Taco Bell's relatively affordable price point. So that's going to be a hard pass on the Wagyu beef or the Gold Flakes. In order to stay on budget, we're going to keep our item below the price of its equivalent Taco Bell item. For example, the average price of a Taco Bell taco, at least here in Miami at the time of recording, is around $3.47 per taco. So our taco will need to come in below that if it's going to count. And that's where choosing carne asada might have been a risk. At around $2.25 a serving, we've kind of already blown a big portion of our budget on just the meat. Thankfully, we're making LA street tacos, which are known for their simplicity. So we shouldn't have to add too much to make a tasty taco under budget. We'll also be using their Mike's Hot Honey Diablo sauce.
As theirs.
Exactly. Currently on their menu, that's where the sweet heat comes from. We'll also be adding some onions, tomatoes, sour cream, and the one kind of ingredient that isn't that common, cilantro.
Okay.
But very indicative of LA street tacos. Good thing is, it's a very cheap herb to put into tacos, so it doesn't bring our price too high up. How you feeling?
I feel like the cilantro is the one that runs the risk because in an item that often stays hot, as it's being delivered before it's being eaten, can wilt and go a bit kind of mushy. That's probably why it's not common, but I think that will give it a freshness.
In order to make an item that was really gonna knock the socks off of those Taco Bell execs, I knew I had to take some big swings when it came to my ingredients. Of course, we all know the meme that Taco Bell items are just the same ingredients rearranged. Blah, 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 blah. And while that isn't totally true, we will be keeping that rule in place. Yeah, at least in spirit. For today, at least 60% of the ingredients in our items have to come from something already found on the Taco Bell menu. Okay, so we have all of our ingredients that are gonna go in our first taco item. We have Mike's Hot Honey Diablo sauce from Taco Bell. So this is actually on their menu right now. That's gonna provide the sweet heat. We have cilantro and onion and our carne asada right there, which we're going to just cut into strips and put into our taco, and hopefully...
I'm going to be honest, Auntie, that looks good.
Well, hopefully they don't look at it. We're gonna do as an extra little cherry on top is drizzle some of the grease onto each taco, just so that they get nice and sloppy.
I couldn't help but observe when you were chopping, you were deliberately doing irregularity on the onion. An interesting choice.
It's because a lot of the Taco Bell locations actually cut their veg on location. And, it's a bunch of people that are doing it very quickly in the morning to prep. If you actually take a look at Taco Bell items, a lot of the ingredients are not, regular. All right, so let's get started with one of these. So these are actually tortillas from Taco Bell, because we want to make sure that they don't taste more premium.
And you've microwaved those with a damp towel so they are suitably soggy.
Exactly, and hopefully they'll actually dry up, so then they get a little bit hard, a little bit crusty. I think that's honestly too much. It might seem strange that I'm skimping out on the juicy, delicious meat, but that's for two good reasons. One, as I mentioned earlier, carne asada is expensive. So in order to stay under our price point, we had to be pretty light on the portions. But secondly, as we saw earlier, Taco Bell isn't the most generous when it comes to portion size. So by being lean on the meat, that should fool the guys into thinking it's a genuine TB taco.
This looks good. I mean, it's proper shiny. It's got a good amount of sugar in it.
Yeah, and I think that's what's gonna help conceal the quality, because, your boy can't make something bad. So we're gonna try and just drizzle a little bit of this all along there.
Sweet Street Heat. I mean, the name sells itself.
Right, I feel like this is something that you would see in a commercial. Check out the Street Sweet Heat Taco. I know I said it wrong. Care. So what I'm gonna do is just press it and see right there. We got the specks of color. Sure. And let's.
The #1 hot wax formula from France. Nair.
And see, right there, kind of, we got the like specks of color.
Sure.
And let's see.
You used skirt, which had a lot of the fat marbled through it, which all cooked out.
Yeah.
We've got the addition, if we need it, of the grease in the pan.
And honestly, I think we might need it, but I'll take a taste because the sweet heat is really doing a lot of the work here, and it's covering up a lot of it. I think we should put a little bit more onion, just to get a little bit more crunch, but I think just a couple sad strips of meat is the way to go. You see, it's not the amount of the meat, it's how you use it. But either way, Ben and I spent the next couple of minutes tweaking the final ratio of ingredients until we believed we had created a masterpiece indistinguishable from the rest of Taco Bell's tacos. But will it fool our judges? Okay, so we are getting ready for our judges to test our first item, our taco item. How are you feeling?
Do you know what? I wasn't sure until you put all three next to each other, and it becomes a lot harder.
Let's hope that their palates and their eyes are untrained enough to be fooled. Just as a reminder, over there we have Mike and the guy from Game Theory, and let's get started. So here's how our little taste test is gonna go. Each round will serve Mike and Tom 4 items. 3 are items currently available on Taco Bell menu, and the 4th will be the soon-to-be available item created by Ben and I. After taste testing each item, Tom and Mike will decide which one they think is our fakery. If we manage to fool both of our British judges, we'll consider that a major win, and we'll automatically submit that item to be a potential Taco Bell menu item. If we don't manage to fool both of them, Ben and I will still earn 1 point for each person we do fool. If we manage to score 3 points over the course of 3 rounds, then we'll send all 3 recipes into Taco Bell HQ. But now comes the moment of truth. Over here we have our taco items, all 4 very real Taco Bell menu items. They are all in the same order, so enjoy.
They weren't lying when they said it's hard to tell. You've got the tacos, we've got the bells.
So as a reminder, is this your first time having this many items from Taco Bell in general? Tell us a little bit before diving in.
We've had UK Taco Bell on the channel, where a chef then transformed it into something completely different. And I have to say, the wasn't a positive experience. So I'm looking forward to trying not only authentic Taco Bell, but also possibly leveled up Taco Bell.
Well, hopefully not.
Whereas I've had Taco Bell, it was a long time ago because I had it and didn't want it again, so thanks for including me.
You're welcome.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. I like the sauce.
Yeah.
Sort of spicy mayo.
Yeah.
It's
It's fine. It's not what I expected though. Like I wouldn't have expected that from Taco Bell.
It's not very crispy, is it? Like it's taken on a fair bit of sog.
So how long has it been sat there? Was it from Santi's taco audio earlier, or have they made it soggy? If they have, that's impressive.
Strategy coming from that side.
Also, will they have shallow fried chicken here? I don't know what you're capable of. Okay.
This is sad.
Steak and onions.
This is so sad.
We're working at a 1/5 filling to tortilla ratio. Mate, at least you're working on a 1/6.
I'm working on very little here.
I hope you're not lifting.
I'm not getting my protein from this, am I?
It's pretty underwhelming, that.
Yeah, right.
I mean, if you eat around it, tortilla's fine.
The tortilla's fine. Best bit, the tortilla. There you go.
I will say Taco Bell is usually not enjoyed by 2 sober people in the middle of the day.
That's a fair point. Now this one is a beast. Is this?
The tortilla is different altogether. It's almost like a flatbread.
Not had much Taco Bell, but I have heard stories.
Flaming Cheetos.
Flaming Cheetos or Doritos.
This looks like what I'd expect from
And
Taco
that is,
Bell.
yeah, like look at that meat mess in the middle.
That
the
is-
homogenous mess that is. That is awful.
I'm not really getting anything. It's quite dry.
That's what I mean. This is really bready.
I like it.
I like it. Not in this. I think I'd happily have something nicer in the middle of that.
You heard that right, folks. Tom doesn't like the Doritos Locos taco. Roast him in the comments! Thank you. On to the last taco.
Again, we've got that homogenous meat mess again in this.
Yeah, some mayo. And
Sour cream, probably.
Yeah.
I would hope. I hope it's sour cream rather than... It's not good.
No, I feel like the tortilla is slightly different. It's softer. It's warmer.
Yeah.
And the meat filling is juicier. It's got more moisture than the meat filling in the last one.
But I wonder if that's because this is so bready that
Yeah.
you kind of don't notice it as much, whereas this is so thin.
But enough deliberating. It was time for them to put their mouth where their mouth was, to see if they could spot our fate, and to see if we have our first item that will submit for Taco Bell's approval. Put up the digit of which taco you think is the fake one. So, 1, 2, 3, go.
4.
2.
Interesting.
Right, interesting. Okay, so I do want to hear very quick, what's your rationale?
For me, I felt like the filling was tastier. It was juicier. There was the sour cream, I don't think featured in any of the others, and I thought that added quite an interesting dimension. And so my logic and reasoning is that the fourth one was the one I liked the most, or the less least. Let's say that.
Less least.
That's fair. All right, Tom.
Again, it came back to it not being a homogeneous meat mess. Now, it might have just been very well played by you to use the homogeneous meat mess, as Mike sort of pointed out. This just felt so sad as a filling. It just feels like, I know Taco Bell is cheap, that feels insulting.
I think that's honestly too much. And the fake one was taco number 2.
Let's go!
The only thing worse than not having our first item automatically getting submitted to Taco Bell is the fact that Tom spotted the fake. I suppose using a premium cut of meat and skimping on the portions might have been a bit insipid of us, but no joke, as I'm writing this very line of the script, Taco Bell announced they're bringing back their cheesy street chalupa with steak, onions, and cilantro. Just saying, I was onto something. But we did manage to fool Mike, so we did earn 1 point towards our goal of 3 that we need to send all of our items to Taco Bell's head offices. But in order to do that, Ben and I are gonna have to head back to the drawing board and learn from our mistakes in round 1. For menu item number 2, the burrito item, and we're actually gonna use the main ingredient here, one that's not usually in their burritos, but it is on other parts of their menu, potato. Okay. So instead of a meat-heavy item, we're gonna go with potato-centric. We're gonna have potatoes, cheese, a kind of queso dip that they have on their menu. Very simple.
High margin.
And in order to give it a little bit more kick, we're also going to top off our burrito with some creamy jalapeno sauce and Taco Bell's fire roasted corn and pepper blend. And you heard that right. I did say top our burrito. Now here's where we're going to differentiate it and make them think that it's a limited time item. Instead of a regular tortilla, we're gonna use a tortilla pocket. It's one of those things that a pretty bad fast food place might think is ingenious, but no one's ever asked for.
Handheld, convenient, it ticks the fast food kind of function.
Yeah.
But it's equally insipid and anemic.
There he goes, using those fancy words again. But enough SAT, time for scooping. So I think we just do a nice quick 2 scoops of potato, 1 forkful of this kind of combination here of the corn and the roasted bell pepper, a little spoonful of the crunch dipped supreme sauce. There you go, look at that, nice chunky. Why is it chunky?
No idea.
And then some tomatoes on top, and top it with our creamy jalapeno. So we're gonna just kind of dump it in here and hope for the best. Since our potatoes end up being much cheaper per serving compared to our carne asada, we can afford to stuff this burrito to the gills with potatoes. No sad burritos here, huh, Tom?
I'm quite excited. I think this is genuinely going to taste pretty good. Possibly too good, except for this.
I mean, look at that. Not only does it look delicious, it's also kind of shaped like a bell. Totally intentional and not something I'm noticing just now in the edit. All it needs is a name. How about the Pocket Go Potato Cheesy Melt? That sounds convoluted enough to be one of those limited time items, right? But the only question is, will it stand out too much from the other Taco Bell burritos in the eyes of Mike and Tom?
I don't know how they're going to play this, whether they go purposefully crap again, or now they're going to flip it on its other side and
now
create
that they've got us
something better.
once.
So many games at play.
You use the word play and game. This is very serious. We're not playing.
No, I'm trying to get on a menu.
I'm literally the game guy.
Are you though?
You refused to say my name in the intro and called me the game theorist.
That's fair. And if you see the title card under his name right now, it is misspelled. So, moving on to the next round, we have our burritos. So we are getting, a little bit bigger, a little bit broader, a little bit better. That was it.
These look so upsetting.
With Walmart Plus Assist, you get half off a Walmart Plus membership, plus all the benefits like free delivery, video streaming, and more. Get securely verified, usually in just minutes, and start saving more time and money fast. Try now.
Find styles that feel more you than ever, without compromise.
This is a pretty good reaction so far.
Yeah,
We love reacting to food
Yes, we
daily.
do. We love food theory reactions.
Also, upload more videos, Style Theory.
Yeah, Style Theory. Hey, Amy from Style Theory, make sure to upload more videos, please. We love your videos.
Especially the last one.
Max, what makes you, you.
Look, so upsetting.
Bon appetit.
Thought you didn't say that anymore.
Buen provecho.
There you go, thank you.
Never opened a burrito to inspect.
Right. Well, I am noticing that only one of them is like toasted.
Like in the first round, we have a combination of limited time items, specials, classic items, all mixed and intertwined here. So
Okay.
you're welcome.
Yes, welcome.
It's like Christmas morning for Mike. He's just unwrapping.
Right. Again, it's the homogeneous meat mess.
So flat.
I've had burritos and they are like stacked. This is just so sad.
Burrito literally means little donkey, right? Whereas these look more like roadkill.
Okay, I've got thoughts.
You have
I
thoughts?
think I've tasted that sauce before.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with having one
That's
bite.
enough. It's not vile or repulsive.
No.
It's just absolutely. This is.
Now this is a pocket, which I'm intrigued
Yeah.
by.
What is that? Slimy.
What does that taste? I can't even tell what that tastes of.
Red pepper.
It's a lot of red pepper.
It's almost like it's been brined. Like it's not fresh. Do you know what I mean? It's got that slime to it. It hasn't got the
There's
brine
potato
flavour.
in here.
Shut up.
I mean,
What is the
I
sauce?
guess you have to offer a vegetarian option. But why you wouldn't just put it in a normal burrito wrapper?
The sauce tastes of literally nothing.
You know what? I'm going to be an absolute savage.
He's just going straight into the middle.
Oh, that is.
He's getting more filling to bread ratio.
But we're gonna get demonetized for that.
Tom, I'm very impressed with your bite. Look how perfect it is. It's almost cartoonified.
Did you wear braces as a child?
Yes. I couldn't tell you what's different from
The first one.
the first one. Honestly, I actually am just not sure how that's any different.
Right.
So this
Toasted. It's got to be
It's
delicious,
toasted
right?
and
The Maillard effect.
and feels
It's so hard to like have to be silent on my own channel right now.
How does it feel letting me have all your airtime?
No, for real, it's such a weird. I'm gonna have to edit down. You know, just
You
double
let
over.
Mike speak and it cuts me and I go, well.
This is more fried chicken. It's pretty
Yeah.
much the same as the taco.
So again, it's that thing we were talking about earlier. Are they trying to trick us because they were like, oh no, there is actually fried chicken at Taco Bell, and now they've shoved it into this.
The chicken is a lot drier than we had in the last taco.
It's also just a weird consistency of having a burrito and this big piece of meat just sat in the middle of the burrito.
This is what I love, and we've recently done a lot of Find the Fake, and this is what I love, just watching people unpick, then put back together in completely different order, and then turn the jigsaw puzzle upside down and look at it from the other side.
And why is it a pocket?
Yeah, and why's it got potato in it?
Right?
Do we think we have our guesses?
I think so.
All right, on the
think
count
so.
of 3, you guys put up the number of your burrito that you think is the fake. 1, 2, 3, go.
2.
Okay,
Both committed to the same.
and the fake was number 2.
Yes. Okay.
Darn it,
Okay.
spotted it. I think what fell out of favour for us was your hope that they might recognise that potato filling from other places on the menu, just not in their supreme pocket option.
Yeah.
But two newbies who don't know Taco Bell's menu well enough, like I didn't spot that was definitely a potential.
Sorry that I thought I could have some faith in Tom that he's learned something from me since moving to the US. That's the last time I make that mistake. And you know what? Tom has found our bluff in both of our first 2 rounds, and I cannot let him best me
Okay.
a third time, or I'll never hear the end of it. But going 0 for 2 on that last round really hurts us. Not only does that mean that our pocket burrito does not get that automatic advancement, but if we can't trick both Tom and Mike in our final round, then none of the items we made today will even have a chance of making it to the Taco Bell menu, and my dream will be ruined. So instead of trying to create something brand new to try and fool them, we decided for our last item, we'd just take 2 already existing Taco Bell sides and smush them together.
Item number 3, the final item to fool our judges. And that is going to be our side item. And that's none other than churro fries. So we're going to be taking their nacho fries and their cinnamon twists and kind of matching it together.
I kind of like that idea. I think that might be too good for them, but we'll see.
Well, I think the thing is the potato and the cinnamon. It might be a weird mixture. Weird enough that Taco Bell would think of it? Perhaps.
While it might be weird, it's also pretty simple. We are just frying up some chips, as the Brits would say, and then coating them in a generous portion of cinnamon sugar. Since the cost of these ingredients are so low, we can really throw caution to the wind when it comes to the price. An important thing to note is that we're not actually using nacho fries from Taco Bell to make our churro fries. Since the nacho fries already come pre-baked in their spice blend, that mixed with the cinnamon would not sit well in our judge's stomach. While giving Tom food poisoning is a dream of mine, I'm aiming to cement myself in fast food immortality.
And what we want to do is just kind of haphazardly dump them all together so that not all of them have the same amount of sprinkling, and we're going to throw them in here where a lot of the sugar could go to the bottom. And one of the most important things that we try to do here is look at the nacho fries, look at their width, their grease level, and try and match that. So we're not going to drain these fries. We're going to let a little bit of the oil seep off, but really we want that oil to stay in there and get coated by the cinnamon.
I feel like this is the kind of thing that you'd expect to see at perhaps a state fair. You've seen like those spiral potato chips that kind of unwind across a huge long stick.
Yeah.
Now that works with cinnamon sugar. So I feel like this might be believable enough it will fool them.
And it better fool them because my dream, as well as bragging rights with Tom, is on the line.
All right.
Oh.
So we have our side items here. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
So it's a very, very
I
different.
said buen provecho. Let me finish.
Gracias.
You're welcome.
This is the saddest kid's birthday party I've ever been
This
to.
is girl dinner if I've ever seen it. So this is that cinnamon?
Cinnamon puffs.
I was going to say, it's the one thing I've enjoyed moving to America is actually the amount of cinnamon sugar around.
That is great,
It's a
isn't it?
great
Yeah.
flavour that I don't think gets utilised enough in the UK.
Yep, lovely, cold and soggy. Quite a nice seasoning.
Yeah, it's not like hot. It looks like it's going to be very angry, but it's not particularly.
It's got something.
Yeah, well, it's almost like the sort of spicy sauces we've tasted in the tacos and in the burritos, but it's mellowed out. So it's the same seasonings, but it's not
Yeah.
the actual spices. And that is like a donut ball, which feels odd from a taco. I mean, to be fair, all of these feel a little odd from a taco place, but you know.
There's something in it. That's
Yeah.
actually not bad.
No,
I like that.
That's really nice. So again,
Right, it's-
custard-filled donuts, classic, and the cinnamon sugar just works really well with that.
I like that. And then finally, cinnamon sugar, just French fries.
I don't associate cinnamon with savoury. I know cinnamon does go in savoury occasionally, but it's normally like a small thing.
We also found out recently that in the UK, sometimes you're sold cinnamon. It's not even cinnamon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What is it?
What is it?
Oh, don't put me on the spot like that. It's bark from a very similar tree.
But they called it cinnamon.
Yeah, that sounds like a food theory right there.
I can't make heads or tails of this.
I don't, yeah.
That's so weird.
It's believable though, isn't it?
Like again, they've clearly got a lot of this is cinnamon. This is the only one that's not cinnamon of these sides. Are you comparing the chips to
Such
see?
attention to detail.
Yeah, well, we want to win, Evans.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm sure they're the same
No, these are
fries.
chunkier.
And I believe these to be bellish.
What?
Taco bellish.
Like bellish. What?
Yeah, did you create a new word? As fascinating as this is, I think it's time for you to guess. So, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, go. 4. And the fake item was number 4. Yeah!
Fair play, gents.
Fair play.
Let's go.
That was here. Let me just give me a quick one of these. Fair played. Fair played.
Well
fair
played.
Fair
Well
played.
played though, because that was tough.
To be honest, I was putting on a brave face. Not only was I devastated that none of my items were gonna make it onto the Taco Bell menu, but worst of all, I didn't manage to trick Tom a single time. Forget living mas. I'm living mal.
No, yeah, you're in frame. You're in frame. So, once again, unfortunately, none of these have made it onto the Taco Bell menu. But I do want to hear from you. What other place should I try to make a menu item for? Let me know, and hopefully... But they will put it good.
Chick-fil-A. You should do Chick-fil-A or McDonald's. Or no, wait. Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, and Culver's.
Definitely do Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, definitely do Chick-fil-A, Culver's, Popeyes, and Cracker Barrel and Wendy's.
That would be good.
You should definitely
Also, the Taco Bell one was pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
Make it onto that menu next time. But thank you again to Mike and Ben from Sorted Food for helping me out, and, well, not helping me out today. But I did do a video with them. It's over on their channel. Make sure to go check it out, because it was a blast. So make sure to check that out, and as always, remember, that's just a theory. A food theory! Buen provecho.
And if you want to see me succeed in trying to fix a culinary disaster, click the card on screen to go watch me fix Little Caesar's awful pizza. And as always, I'll see you next week.
That looks good though. We need to start reacting to some older videos that they have made instead of the newer videos.
Yeah.
But if you like the reaction, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell us what you want us to react to next. And as always, stay tuned until next time. Jaden Bulldogs, and we are out.